I've watched a couple of games of the
how was that,
World Cup, and it's actually been extremely entertaining, bro.
That's what the entertainment is, wallahi. Wallahi, let's be honest.
Wallah al-Azim, you keep that on.
The Vietnam game out of Vietnam, but like... Get out of here, wallah. Go to Vietnam,
You gotta make my whole point, wallah.
You should have started online.
Shout out to women's football.
I'm telling people go to Vietnam, keep...
Is she the greatest athlete in Australia?
Even Abdullah respects her.
Shout out to all professional women.
It takes a lot to tell
Wallahi. If Abdullah respects a woman like that...
How's it going, people? Welcome back to the GalacticOz Podcast. Welcome back to the greatest show in the history of all shows. Boys, big round of applause, man.
It's been a minute, yeah?
Oh my
I
God.
sort of missed it. Sort of.
I said, don't lie to yourself. You missed
I
this
missed
shit
it
so
half
much.
a line.
We missed it. We actually missed it. زعنا الموضوع بجد.
هذا الموضوع. And for those of you who don't know, like we said, we started a Patreon page. The things on there can only be exclusively viewed by the people who signed up. These are the 4 tiers that we have. Do you know what will run throughout the season, inshallah, on a weekly basis? Here's a quick sneak peek, by the way. Just have a look at this and let us know what you guys think.
Is that the first one?
Is that Ziggy?
It's actually going to be better.
So it's not that bad, but it's the first one.
The prices are really affordable, and the perks that come with it is actually pretty hectic. So you can start making suggestions on the content that we create. You can send video questions live on the show. You can join us live on the show via video call as well, and much more.
They can?
If you sign up for the right tier, that is, though.
Wait there, wallahi. Huh?
No, I didn't know that.
We don't want them to get that close to us.
Nah, they can. This is a great way for them to actually be involved in the show.
Did you tell us that?
How do you guys not know this, though?
These guys weren't here. Hassanin and Muhammad weren't here for
We don't know anything, bro.
You see, Hassanin, he can't believe that you can actually do that, but this is what we want to do. We want to make the show as interactive as we can make it, and we want to grow at the same time. So jump on Patreon, look at the tiers, join one of the tiers, and yeah, we're trying to hit. Abdullah's saying we can hit 200 people. Hassanin is saying 600 people.
600 people easily, bro.
We're now at 11, so we've got a long way to go.
A couple of those a week, yeah? Don't be stinky, wallahi.
But the question is, how much do you spend on Al Jannah? Can you give us that?
Don't know how much I spend. How much does everyone spend on everything, huh?
So I tell you, you gotta move like the No Jumper podcast, mashallah.
Nah, don't. The Jumper podcast is no good, wallah. What's happening there, bro?
Gotta add some more content on like, mashallah.
You guys are finished, wallah. Please don't start this wallah kind of jokes, wallah. We don't want this.
That's not it.
The next day he came to me. Finish, nigga, wallah.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. That's what you said to me, wallah.
I wanted to say it on the episode.
You're sick, wallah.
Wallah, it sounds like it, Lakin.
No, it's not like it. It's nothing like it.
No,
bro.
you gotta pay to watch.
Wallahi, the subscribers like
That's
in the
the
list.
idea.
Wallahi, the way we go up, wallahi. Allah, you gotta make the...
Pay to watch Galactic.
You have to pay to watch, cuz.
Why niggas will pay, wallahi?
No, wallah. You won't go up or you won't do nothing, cuz, man. What are you saying, bro? Anyways, let's get into it. A lot has happened outside of the whole GalacticOz and stuff. The football world has been going on. So we've got a lot to discuss. So let's jump into it. But before we do, like always, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to never miss a video. The starting lineup for today, we've got an all-star family lineup. Hassanin, Simba, welcome back, man. Wallah, we have to give a round of applause for everybody that comes back.
What do you mean welcome back, us? When did he leave?
We all left.
We all left for like 8
new
weeks,
season.
man.
Midris, welcome back, my friend. Wallah. One more clap.
Allah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I thought, what's going on here, bro?
People are excited to see us back, man.
This is getting weird, bro.
Wallah, it's getting weird,
Okay,
wallah.
you guys, you don't deserve any claps.
I'm
Give the
getting
claps.
You know what it is?
Welcome back.
Guys, give me claps.
Like a 5-year-old kid, yeah? Mine! I don't want nothing, wallah. Yes! I don't want nothing, wallah.
Allah al-Azim.
And Abdullah and Hassan, welcome back.
Welcome.
You guys
Both
are
of you.
We're not giving him a class. Nah, niggas are hating. Now clap for me too.
No, wallah, Hassan, I actually have to applaud you right now.
What's up?
Because the first thing that we have to talk about, and Hassan, before I say this, wallah, I'm very sorry, wallah, this is number 1. And number 2, I will never, ever doubt you about this topic ever again. Benjamin Mendy has been cleared of all cases.
Wallahi, Azim, this guy, why are you praising this guy?
Wallahi, Hassan,
You're praising me, wallah.
I don't even know what to say anymore, wallah, Azim.
No one on the budget.
Who's been...
I know the law Galactic, wallahi.
I told you I don't know things in my life, but I told you one thing the other day.
He knows the
You know
law.
the laws on it.
Free the homies. I've been saying free the homies for a year and a half. When videos are coming out, I'll sticking by it.
You know when this shit comes out, you look at a nigga's face and you're like, yeah, I can see he did it. Wallah.
People with money do bad things too. So let's not say make it sound like if you got money, there's no every Sheila is setting you up. That's not the case, wallah.
So you take it case by case, yeah?
You take it case by case. Has this Ashraf Hakimi guy? Have you know
The Hakimi guy?
Ashraf Hakimi is playing. He's with the PSG team. Everything's fine.
And he's married too.
I'm confused. Why are you even against this guy, bro?
And he's actually charged. Like, you know what I mean? And no one even talks about him.
No, he hasn't been charged. That's the thing. He hasn't been charged.
He hasn't been charged?
No.
I don't know why you're not with this guy. This might be the only one you get wrong.
I think it's his eyebrows, wallah. Doesn't help him.
He looks like he did it today.
Asmani, did you see Vinicius Junior?
What happened?
Ahmed, did you see Vinicius Junior? He came out with a post.
Yeah, but why? After he got cleared?
Wallahi, that one. No, before.
No, it was
after. Sorry.
Stop. Shut up. I know you're about to be like, oh, see her. Be quiet. Whoever stands by you when you're down, not when you're cleared. Unless he's sitting personal, I don't know about their personal relationship, but everyone, of course, you're guilty. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry that you went through all this. Now I know. Did he back him up when he was? Did he believe from the start? Wouldn't Edwin Mendy? We backed him up.
The people that called him privately, that knew what's up, those people, they should be applauded. But everybody else is just jumping on the bandwagon because the guy's funding
if it wasn't for Vinicius, he wouldn't have got a contract now. He got a contract now, cuz.
But Hassanin, the thing about people coming up publicly,
he got cleared, bro. He wrote like a whole post like this long.
In Memphis Defies one, he tagged FIFA, he tagged Prem, he's talking about how it's such a mess. Like what's this guy supposed to do now? You've ruined his career, kid.
Because do you follow him? Members, whatever his name, Dubai is on Instagram. Do you follow him? I don't follow him. I don't even know about him. Wallah. I don't even know where he plays. Well, I don't even know where he plays. I know he played for Barcelona one day. Did he?
Enough, Allah.
I think he stopped.
Let's say it happens again. A player gets called out and he gets accused of bullshit like this. Should his career be put on hold, or should he just be allowed to continue on until they find him?
The only reason why it will be on hold is just because of the club. The club doesn't want an image of that player. They don't want to be associated with an image like that.
But it's that. And what happens when they're cleared, bar? Doesn't even make news.
No, but I'm saying
that's what I hate the most on it. Like, if I'm the truth, that's what pisses me off the most.
Now with the United case with Mason Greenwood, see that one, like obviously something might have happened because it got settled because she has a baby or something. The thing, yeah, she has a baby, so that she was pregnant. So
she was pregnant during the case. They're still talking about each other.
the core of public opinion too. Public opinion, the core of public opinion, it matters just as much as in the world. Allah, I think they do. Allah, I think they do. Because this thing is becoming worldwide now, you know? So it's like, even if they're cleared, like obviously through the justice system, it's still like a problem where it's in like, it's about like women, they got to discuss with women now, and it's going to be a problem.
They still find him guilty.
What do the women's footballers of Manchester United have to do with Greenwood and his relationship?
Like there's always going to be another problem.
Dangerous, huh?
Women's Man United team, she has something with a guy in her life. Now we're gonna bring the guys
the men's team.
The men's team.
That obviously not happen. But it's all about what sport and about the. I always remember the story I told you a year ago. It was that the Sean Watson guy, the NFL. There's a guy in the NFL. He had 46 sexual assault charges. 46. You know what they did? They gave him the largest contract in NFL history. And he goes, I'm playing big judge. And guess what, bro? He got cleared of all of it because he knew he was going to get cleared.
Shout out to all the professional women athletes out there, like, and obviously.
What about that baseball player?
The World Cup is going on at the moment too.
He missed me with that one.
No one cares about that.
Anyway, we'll talk about that.
I try to put some concealer shit, wallah.
Sniper ad now on all digital platforms.
Concealer, We'll give the women's World Cup a few minutes at the end.
Hey, but anyways, wallah, Edwin Mendy, wallah, free the homie.
It's the GalacticOz Podcast. We had to start it with Benjamin Mendy, but let's move on to the main topic of this. Saudi Arabia, boys. What's going on in Saudi Arabia?
Because you want my serious opinion, wallah? Let's take all the Bundesliga teams out of the competition for Champions League. I'll put the Saudi teams, wallah.
Well, that's a good point. Wallah.
I don't want to see 7-0 Haaland scoring five goals in one game. We don't want to see that, wallah.
I didn't expect that at all.
Let's start
Just
with
now
this.
because they took Fabinho too.
Hold on,
Just now, wallah.
let's start with this. Hassan, remember when I asked you, like, this Cristiano Ronaldo coming to the Saudi Arabia League, does it make it more of a watchable league? Does it make it more? You said when he leaves in 1 or 2 years' time, nobody's gonna care. Yes. Already, right now, multiple players are coming.
Now, but let's be honest. This is not what we thought it was. This trust fund, this Saudi Arabia fund, it's not going away, bro.
And it's not that. Let's not make this
About
seem
Ronaldo.
like it's the Ronaldo effect.
It is.
Oh, you don't think
Wallah,
so?
It is.
Nah, Abdullah.
It is, wallah.
Abdullah, I'm sorry. This is the
This
Ronaldo.
one you are
effect.
wrong,
Yeah,
wallah.
it is.
Now you're hating, wallah.
Listen.
The first person
Listen,
that they tried to get there was Ronaldo. Why Ada? Because he's the most influential player.
It's
Let's
not
be
about that.
honest.
It's
wallahi.
not about that, bro. No. It's
Wallahi,
not
that's
hate.
honest.
It's not hate. But don't tell me people are going there just because of Ronaldo. Listen, when China came, they took Oscar at his prime. The Paulinho got at his prime. They were taking
Paulinho?
people- Yeah, no, but he was
Ramirez.
Abdullah, let me tell you this, Abdullah.
Whoever they could get Azam, they were taking with the money. No,
speak-
hear me
and
out.
then speak after.
Now, who are they taking? The only one that's a wow is Mahrez.
What Benzema?
Nah, man,
He was done.
35.
He was cooked.
Ballon d'Or winner, cuz.
Yeah,
Who
Ballon d'Or winner.
has the Ballon d'Or now?
Azam, Ballon d'Or winner, but unwanted in Europe. Unwanted now. Khalas, no club wanted him. Nobody was chasing him, bro. Where were the rumors, bro? Where were
Hey,
the
boy,
rumors?
if a player.
He said, "I want that money."
Yeah,
That's what he said.
exactly.
So all rumors
money.
out the
I
window.
want to follow Ronaldo.
By the way, he regrets going there.
Yes, he does.
Hey, we'll talk about that. We'll get back to that.
They're
No,
doing that,
boys, wallahi,
mashallah,
it's the
mashallah
money.
for him. Come on.
Hey, well, like, any 35 and over, doesn't matter who it is,
Yeah,
to be
that's
honest.
why they don't
If
count.
35 and over,
To
let's
me,
not count them, please.
they're
Wallah.
money-wise.
If they're 35 and over.
Okay, Abdullah.
The surprises are Kante and Mahrez for me.
The reason why I say Ronaldo is the one that attracted everyone is because you by yourself, just all these players hearing that, oh, I'm gonna go to Saudi Arabia to play. That if someone tells them, oh, you have the offer to go and play in Saudi Arabia, inshallah 100 mil. They know no one's there. They know that league is not watched by anyone. They know nothing is gonna happen in that league for them.
You can still
now
convince them.
Ronaldo goes there first.
You can
now Ronaldo
convince
goes there
them.
and they put all the eyes literally on Al Nassr and that league. People following that league the whole time. Of course, every player now that gets the offer is like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go there because this is something that they're building on.
Yeah, it's no,
not
it's
just
not that
the
why,
money- the money always
because
is-
they've normalized for a Western person to live in Saudi Arabia by getting Ronaldo. But they could have picked out any other example. There's Brazilians, there's foreigners there already. You can convince players by showing them the right number. You can convince them.
I'm split, wallah.
a good thing, bro.
There's a part of me that's like, first of all, they're bailing out these clubs, these big European clubs, bro. They're bailing them out, wallah. Chelsea's getting they're getting their money back with players.
Yeah.
That teams like Everton, all these other teams used to collect these players on loan, cheap loans, blah blah blah. They kill teams like that, wallah. Straight up, they're bailing these clubs out, bro. Koulibaly getting big fee, like what am I saying? Like that, Koulibaly's supposed to cut his wage and go to Southampton or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's the natural order of things. Usually in the Premier League, wallah. You know what I'm saying? There's supposed to be a trickle down effect of other teams surviving,
Yeah.
getting these kind of players. That's first of all, like, they killed them. They killed it in that. That's one part I don't like. I'll be honest.
I would agree with the fact that it's a bad thing, but just only because for me, wallah, it would just be because of Champions League.
But they need
But
Mbappe.
seeing these type of players that actually have an impact in the Champions League, and you love to watch them like Mahrez or Ronaldo or whatever. It's sick just to see to think that they're not gonna be in the Champions League the next.
But they need Mbappe. The Mbappe one is best.
If
No,
if
that
they
that
get
one,
Mbappe,
if they do that, then I don't think anyone's gonna watch the Champions League. Wallah, if
Nah,
City would
bro.
win it again. City would win it again, and we'll go with it. Nah, wallahi, bro.
If as a separate topic. Okay. But as for the Saudi league, if they get one or two more, because they got the money to keep it, but they need that marquee player, bro. The Jordan Hendersons, the Fabinhos, there's not winning anyone over. Mahrez, yeah, you can say.
Mahrez is the only one.
Mahrez,
Even Neves from
Malcolm,
Wolves.
Fabinho, Kante, Benzema, Ballon d'Or winner.
30s,
Who else do they
30s,
want?
they keep going.
Who do they get? Like,
Even if they're 30s, it
Nah,
doesn't
it's
matter.
like does.
You know what?
It
I
does,
said?
it does.
You know what?
Let
You
them
know what?
go by De Bruyne, go by Bukayo Saka,
No, but
go by up and coming players.
No,
Go.
but it's not that.
De
It's not
Bruyne.
that.
What are they gonna do with De Bruyne?
What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do with De Bruyne?
What are they gonna do with De
That's
Bruyne?
not the point that you should be arguing. The point you should be arguing is that they're getting these old players. What you think they're getting them for long term? They're getting them to make this league attractive for all these
Yeah.
young players in the future.
No, to get the World Cup.
But
Yes,
they need
the World Cup,
the
Abdullah.
marquee players, and then they can get championship players. But should they play in the Champions League? I think personally, like if teams from Azerbaijan and shit are playing in Europe, I think they should be able to, and Israel, they should be able to play in Europe too. I think. You know what I mean?
Who, Saudi?
Yeah, and if they keep getting the rate at the place that they're getting right now, then is their league better than the Eredivisie? Probably is now. You know what I mean? Is it better than the Bulgarian league?
Apparently, it's already number one in Asia right now. So that's
I was always number
Yeah,
one.
that's always been number one in Asia. And this is the other thing I don't like either. Well, that's my last point about this Saudi topic. People talk about Saudi like it's China. These clubs, these are great clubs that we all knew about already.
Yeah.
So I don't like this rap that they're getting that like, oh, they made up clubs. These are great clubs. They've been around as long as these European clubs have.
They're great clubs, but not to the European.
Not to
game.
European.
the Mbappe thing. I see he's been offered just 1 year deal. I think apparently 700 million or something, right? And then he could go free agent and pick whatever team he wants to go to. Now, for me, wallah, when I look at this, wallah, if they get this guy, now this is actually a legit league that people will put everybody's eyes on it.
You know,
That way the broadcasters, and they'll get the trickle down effect from other players in different leagues. Now all the players from playing in Wrexham and all these other teams now they'll go there. Then it becomes, because the Premier League doesn't belong to the English either. If you think about it, like this, the Saudi doesn't have to belong to the Saudis. They can have a few players filling in blanks, filling in a few positions on the team, and the league can be mostly foreigners.
Yeah. And don't forget,
just like the
Premier
Premier
League
League
changed their rules. Two or three
players?
English players.
Yeah.
They're forcing English players. So
But that Mbappe deal, man.
But it's not happening apparently.
Mbappe Azam
know,
won't do
I know.
that. You know why?
Why?
Because, wallah, I don't think anyone will blame him if he does it. Though.
I don't think the French president is gonna let him. How about that?
Why?
Kida. Just like he tried to, he almost forced him to stay at PSG and extend his contract when he wanted to leave for Real Madrid. It's not. He would never let that happen.
Too competitive.
He would never let that happen.
Why?
Competitive.
Why?
he's the biggest star in football right now.
That's their style, bro.
But that's why the Saudis, they need him.
I think that's something that we've never seen in football. If something like that happens,
This is a game changer. But if they don't get him, then we're still going on the China model. That's what I see, wallah. Yeah, wallah.
We're not.
Yeah.
It's short term, bro.
The China model was literally getting players that are on the stick like this. Wayne Rooney لما ما في زول يعرف anything عنه, they brought him. Now Hassi, who's playing there right now? Is it Xavi or Iniesta? واحد منهم.
It's Japan. Yokohama.
Oh, Japan. Sorry, معلش. I'm just putting these Asian teams in one side, but
He almost got relegated last week.
no, but the players like Kante, Benzema, they can still play Champions League.
that's what I mean.
They can, wallah.
They can play, but they're not at their prime.
Azam, it's
They're not at their prime. Wallah, makes
Listen,
a difference. Wallah, it does.
They can still start in the Premier League. They can still start in the Premier League.
But that's
the
what
ones
it's
that
about.
were going before to China are the ones that can't play anymore.
No, it's okay. Ramirez can play. Ramirez still a player.
Except for
Ramirez is still a player.
Carrasco went.
Oscar
Carrasco went to get money and came back to.
What about Ramirez?
That's what he did there.
Are people
That's
still Ramirez?
fantastic. I rate that one.
These guys don't understand, bro. Listen,
Ramirez is a player, bro.
The Chelsea one?
Yeah, bro.
he was good. He was good. He wasn't.
Where did he go after that?
He wasn't at his worst when
And
he
then
went
after
there.
China.
No one knows.
مع السلامة. It's because he knows he's finished.
We're taking player by player. It's not like 7 players in one or 8. How many players is it? Malcolm, Koulibaly, Fabinho, Mahrez.
You're living in the moment right now, so it looks like to you they're at their prime. In hindsight, in 10 years now, you're gonna be like, no, we need to finish niggas. Wallah. In hindsight, you're gonna look.
No,
at
let's be honest. Out of all these players
Of course,
that went
Kante,
there,
yeah.
how many were wanted in Europe? Like
Yes.
wanted.
Benzema
Like,
wanted.
I would say Firmino was. I would say Kante was. Benzema.
No, they won't.
I still think they have.
them three. That is it.
Benzema wasn't one.
That's
Benzema?
it.
Wait,
Them three, yeah.
Malcolm guy was still in the Genk team or Ghent or whatever. He was already still in Europe. You can go to somewhere else
I'm
from
saying
there.
top 5 leagues wanted in Europe.
I'm done. They
All
were.
these niggas can go to the Bundesliga.
Mahrez, Kante, Benzema.
Sadio Mane this morning. Sadio Mane. Well, I forgot Sadio Mane this
Where's
morning.
the highest? Where's the highest? Do you think the
Yeah, he
Wolves
went
that Wolves
already.
player would have went? The
He
Wolves
went already.
Never's.
Never.
And he came out and said, it's to secure my family's future. Secure my family's future, must give me the money.
If he was not to move to Saudi, like طبعا he's in his prime now. You can say wallahi.
What prime?
No, wallahi,
Bottom of
wallahi,
the-
no,
bottom of the
wallahi.
league.
He's 26. No, but him as an
Bottom of
individual.
the league.
Him as an individual, not the team. Him as an individual. I'm saying like if he wasn't to go to the Saudi team, where was he gonna go? Like what's the highest who's gonna go? Let's be honest.
Man United were looking at him.
Yeah, they were.
Wallah,
But
they were.
I think he
No,
would
we
go
don't
there
want
and flop.
Nah.
No way.
Because nobody's looking at Neves, whatever his name is, and looking at the Saudi Arabian and saying, "Oh wow, he went there." No one does. Nah, come on, man.
Well, I
Let's be
reckon
honest.
Neves could have done a bit better.
Apart from Jamie Carragher.
These guys are saying Koulibaly.
Wallah, Koulibaly, fuck, was finished. Wallah, Chelsea couldn't believe another team wanted him. Wallah, Azim, what are you saying, bro?
That's because he had a shit run.
Henderson finished too, bro.
Who, Edison?
Henderson.
Who cares? He's
Henderson.
captain because he's been there 10, 12 years. He's not the best player. Come on,
Not
bro.
finished.
Who?
Not finished.
Nah, 'cause that the whole midfield, the whole Liverpool midfield is dead.
It's time for him to go. Wallah, let's be honest.
No, it's time for him to go, but it's not finished.
Let's talk about the goofy shit, wallah, that's been happening. All these Arabs, wallah, what are they doing, wallah?
Yeah, wallah.
What are they making these players do?
This definition of money can't buy you style, and if you're a cringe, you're a cringe, wallah.
Yeah,
making
the one-
Guardiola clap, yeah.
The one
with
that I
the
put,
trophy.
والله, the one that I put in the group chat the other day,
About-
where Benzema قاعد هنا قاعد يشرب شاي or قاعد يشرب جبنة or some shit, and the guy is just hitting.
Boys.
Welcome Benzema. Welcome.
This is
I don't know what's
I
going
have
on.
no problem with the Arab culture or anything, but the players look like they hate themselves, wallah, right
Shout him
now.
out.
Wallah, they do.
Shout him out first. Say shout out to the Arab.
You're just saying their names. Benzema.
Benzema was never like a social media person, you know what I mean?
I said, be quiet.
Because the only social media he does is get that work, wallahi. One goal after another like that. That's the social media he does.
I said, all he looks like now, he looks like he just wants to get out of
You
there,
know
but
who's,
he knows.
you know that kid who's looking like he's enjoying it? Cristiano Ronaldo looks like he's actually
he's
enjoying
having
it.
fun, bro.
He's having a blast,
Of course, because I was like, I'm 40, no one wanted me. That's what he's thinking, wallah. That's what he's thinking, wallah.
This guy's the biggest
Wallah,
hater, wallah.
and wallah, I'm wallah, keep sending me these stats every day. I'm so sick of this, wallah.
Because that's all you care about.
Because it's rubbish.
No.
Which one?
How close Neymar is to Ronaldo and Messi.
And what league's never been playing this whole time? I mean, stop, bro, wallahi, man.
By the way, this is Neymar's time, wallah, to step up, wallah. If Mbappe leaves, this is it, wallah, for Neymar.
You guys still believe in Neymar?
What's wrong with this guy, wallahi?
You guys still believe?
Do you believe that Neymar would have been the best of our generation if Ronaldo and Messi weren't there? Neymar.
Absolutely not, wallahi.
Like Allah Farik, yeah.
One league that, there's a lot happening right now, but nobody's really talking about it, is Messi going to Inter Miami. Has anyone been keeping up with that?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that Tash thing, wallah. That Tash contract. Wallah, I've been keeping up with that Tash contract. 1% Adidas, 3% Emirates Airline, 4% I don't know what else.
Stream? Have you guys seen the streaming numbers? Yeah. Huh? Have you seen the streaming numbers?
Oh, fake numbers, cuz. They play ads during the game.
Anyways,
Wallah, have you ever seen that?
You know what people are looking at the Mbappe deal?
3% Adidas, 2% what is it called? Nike Air.
Anyways, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
1%.
He done all, do you know why he done all that? To avoid that goofy country of yours, wallahi. He done everything, wallahi.
I reckon he just wanted to be closer to home.
Wallahi, you want to say what
Wallah, I reckon wallahi, he's just closer to home. Wallah, I reckon he thinks
you don't do nothing, wallahi. You, wallahi, Muhammad, you can talk, wallahi. You,
Wallahi, صح. It's a lifestyle, cuz. He's not going to be disturbed. People don't know him.
Yeah.
Shout out to
In Saudi, only says, but you know this whole thing about the 700 millions for Mbappe and things like that, and even the Ronaldo contract. I can't remember what it was, but it was hectic money. Mush. Messi apparently in his deal, apparently he gets like a certain percentage of some team in the MLS, and eventually he is going to be able to own a club.
He's gonna be owner of that team, cuz. And do you know how the MLS works? They have a revenue. They have the same setup as the NFL teams, the NBA teams, where it's revenue sharing. So all the teams share the same revenue. It's not like
he's going to be making like millions.
But it's gonna be much. He's smart.
Miss me with that explanation, because I've never heard a contract that goes for 5 minutes, wallah. 200 million, 300 million, say it like that. Tell me how much. League rights, streaming rights, revenues, he's going to be able to do this.
Show me the numbers, قول
Show me the number, give me a number. Because my theory,
streaming, streaming rights.
I tell you my theory is, if he went to Saudi, he would actually been exposed. How? Everybody knows he's trash.
Wallahi, I don't even want to go in on this, wallahi, but did you see the difference between Cristiano Ronaldo, how he's playing in the Saudi League, and what Benzema did in his first game? Did you see that?
Big difference.
Huge difference. Yeah, you think Messi can't do that shit?
Nah, Messi can't do it.
Wallahi, he can.
Did any of you watch the game?
Put your pom-poms.
Maybe he had a shit game and he scored from
down.
outside.
Put your pom-poms down.
Put your pom-poms down. Maybe you can watch the TV while after.
Amir, that was a friendly game, Amir.
The one that you just played?
Wait, you couldn't see me. You do this the whole time. You do this in front of the TV.
This guy's the worst. Well, I hope after all this, I'll one day meet Ronaldo. I'll tell him all about it.
You couldn't see you. It was right your way. Give me a C, but give me an R.
I want to see Hassanin, wallahi, meeting Ronaldo, wallahi. You turn into the biggest fanboy, wallahi, Hassanin.
He's gonna cry, cuz he's gonna do what Speed did.
Because we always know how you are when you meet your legends, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I agree with that.
Hey, this episode Messi, bro.
That's fine, man.
This is what people have been missing.
Welcome back.
We'll come back, Big Dead.
Wallah, this is everywhere, yeah?
Anyways, let's get into the next thing. And this is actually very interesting. This is where you guys can get involved. So if you sign up on Patreon, like we're saying, you can send in video questions. And we have a video question from one of the Patreons here. It's a question for Abdullah.
I got a question for Abdullah. How does it feel to have our dead weight Kai Havertz? Alhamdulillah, we offloaded that flop.
Question for you, Abdullah.
Who's that in the background?
This nigga had tried to make his debut like 3 times. He's still not happy.
Now he's gonna make it, Big Dead.
And I had to pay you, wallah.
Wallah, I didn't want to say it like that.
Nah, now it's gone the opposite way for that. Wallah, he's skinny, akhi. Wallah, he's skinny.
D block, wallah. D block.
That was a good joke.
You have to pay it, wallah, miskin. And we're still going to hear someone else interrupting.
Allah, that is gonna hate this podcast.
Canary, my guy, wallah. Don't worry about
Oh,
that. D block is my guy, wallah. I love the boy, wallah.
The goat.
Abdullah, I want to ask you about that.
You got finessed?
100%. 100%. We got rid of one scammer and bought another one, wallahi.
Wallah, I rate the guy, but I don't understand. I thought he could do it.
Wallahi al-azim.
He's very versatile.
Wallahi, miss me.
Wallah, he's a fantastic player, Abdullah.
Wallahi, he's trash.
I'm saying, you know,
Wallahi
the good thing
al-azim.
is that he's versatile.
I don't know why you're that surprised. I don't know. I told you before,
Because
wallah.
I thought he was trash because I thought he was a striker. I thought he was a striker, but he's not a striker.
Imagine we had that
right
60
wing.
million in the bank now to spend on whatever else we want.
Like Cuba.
After we bought.
Like Cuba, like Kudus.
No, not Qudus.
Wallah,
no.
Qudus would have been a
Are
good
you
option.
serious, Wallahi?
No, Vlahovic.
Because Qudus is what? You guys watching one game in the World Cup.
What about Lavia? Who's getting Lavia, cuz?
He's going Liverpool. Now that they sold Jordan Henson, they're definitely going to get him.
You know, last year at the end of the season, I can't remember you, but you were saying, "Oh, we need to have a big summer." You were saying
No, like Declan Rice was fire, but Abdullah's right. Like when I saw him spending, because it's very rare for Arsenal to spend Sam Kroenke.
I think it's time, Wallah, Abdullah, خلاص وقفت. After 120 million, the bank is broken. I think. I think it is.
Crazy Maher, مش
50k mark. قال لك.
Asari Abdullah, wallahi. This is what you guys have to do, wallahi. You already got Declan Rice, yeah? How so you keep Partey? You have to keep Partey, then you have Partey, Odegaard, and Declan Rice in the midfield. You strengthen that midfield, tamam, and then you leave everyone forward. But
If we sell Thomas Partey, it means we don't want to challenge for the title.
Yeah, well.
Because we played 3 preseason friendlies. I watched all 3 of them. The games that Declan Rice started as a 6, it was disgusting. And don't tell me he needs to adjust to change. A good player gets the job done every time he plays
Like
football. He plays well. He should play in the Xhaka role. And Thomas Partey stays there. It should be Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. And this guy Havertz guy, I don't know what the hell they're thinking with this.
would you have rather Mason Mount than Kai Havertz, Abdullah?
100%.
Mason Mount, yeah. That
What,
would have been
what
more
do you think of
fire.
that signing, man?
Mason Mount?
Yeah.
I personally thought that we didn't need that because it's just getting another Bruno Fernandes or something. Like,
Nah, he's for the Ericsson role. He's for
if it's for the Ericsson role, I still don't think it will work. You know why?
I
Because
like him, bro.
He's more attacking than defensive.
Yeah, he's.
Mason
No,
Mount.
but he-
but he's nasty.
This is gonna mean that we need to rely on Mason Mount to do all the shit that Bruno was doing for us all this time, like the creativity and stuff. We need to
No.
rely on him because Bruno, I thought will do all the dog work. Like
No,
if he,
so
if he
will
needs to
Mason
play-
Mount. Mason Mount is a player, Amir, that listens to instructions because you give him a job, he does it. He's that type of player.
No,
Yeah.
but I see, tell me the setup. If it's Casemiro and Bruno and Mount there,
Yeah.
now you're gonna say Mount plays a 10 or 8? You say 8.
I think you're gonna
I don't
play.
trust
I
him to
think
play
you're-
8.
I think you're gonna play with, I think you're gonna have like a holding mid, like a 4-3-3, a holding mid, and then both Bruno and Mason Mount can be 8/10. Whoever goes forward, the other one sits. Whoever sits, the other one goes
For
forward.
me,
It's 2
that's
8s.
Your analysis are very nice, Wallah. Like, who's going to score the goals now?
There's no striker. That's another. That's a separate problem.
What about Osimhen?
Who's getting him?
Because
Who's getting him?
Nobody shoots one line.
We're waiting until those Arab guys finally sort out the money, and then they're gonna take over our club, and then we'll see Osimhen. We might even see Mbappe come on if it's by miracle. Like,
Hey, you're before. You're Man United. Told Man United before this whole thing said before this whole Saudi, we destroyed the market. Like we don't even know what players are worth anymore. That's another thing too I don't like about it. Like we don't know what's a good price. We don't know. Like, I don't even know what it.
no, but I think you know who ruined that first? The Premier League. That's who ruined it. It wasn't Arab people. Well, that's the Premier League. All the English players are worth double what the heck they're worth. How's Declan Rice worth that freaking much? How's that possible? He's coming from West Ham.
He's not. It's
I
what
mean,
he's
look,
worth
Shino.
to West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, look, Shino, but you
It's
can't.
what he's worth to West Ham.
That's literally telling you that he's the best.
He's playing on a below average team and he's kept them above water. In European Cup final he performed. Why isn't he? Which is another player in Europe?
Khalas, Hassanin.
He got bought for 100. No.
So
is
Abdullah,
Jack Grealish worth 100?
Now you're calling it a European Cup, yeah? What about last year? When it wasn't a European Cup, when Fiorentina was playing.
With that logic, he carried the team without. The Mark Noble was worth that much. Come on.
No, he wasn't.
Why not?
He didn't do
Don't-
it.
don't-
He was that.
He was dinking and dunking. Hassan says,
Every
single game.
I know getting relegated with him.
Yeah, and he got relegated with it.
Yeah, wallahi. Wallahi, he
What?
did.
We answered your
We answered
question.
your question,
Wallah,
we did.
What?
So now let me tell you this. Will I answer a billion questions? Declan Rice is not worth 100.
No,
Wallahi,
Ahmed,
nowhere
this
near.
is what you got.
Maybe not 100.
Come on, bro.
He's worth that much to West Ham. That's what they value him at because how important he is to them. This is what it is. It's
Get
not,
out of here. They know Abdullah that people are paying a lot for
it's
ridiculous
not,
prices.
it's not
like
that.
this.
Huma, they're not going to
And
let
you
him
know-
go unless
no.
you give that money.
You
That's
know
how
what-
much
you
he's
know
worth
what
to
the-
them.
Extend
So
that-
if
extend
you
that.
want him, that's how much you pay. It doesn't mean that that's his market value.
I forgot this.
What
I
do you
forgot
think his
this.
value is?
His market value is like 65,
I
60,
forgot this.
65.
Yes,
Man,
mate,
it's
I'm
not,
You
no,
know
no.
why they paid that much? Because West Ham knew exactly they want. Fabrizio Romano said this. It's like this is exactly the situation that West Ham wanted. Both City and Arsenal wanted.
City
him.
pulled out.
So they just wait
City
like this.
pulled out.
No,
Wallahi, City pulled out. They
That's
put
not-
in one bid, it was rejected, they pulled out. Arsenal put in like
there
3
were
bids.
talks happening the whole time. It wasn't just one bid.
One bid. Arsenal started with like an 80, 85 million. They put in a 90 million bid. It was rejected. They were like, no, we're not paying more than 90.
And they waited for you guys.
Yeah,
and as soon as they did it, you made the 100.
Well, as much as City make wallah, they still have principles in Manchester City.
Of course they do. Man City
what,
is the club. It's the best club at walking away from a deal because they know how attractive they are. They've got the best manager. They're gonna win everything. They put the money that they're willing to pay. If they don't, if the club doesn't want it, my direct.
But you know what, cuz you gotta play other factors into it too. This guy, he's a young player. He still has a lot of years in him. Like he's worth it, wallahi.
With that Mason Mount thing, come on, we have the guy that I was telling Abdullah about, the minor kid, the especially youngster. Do you know about him?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he started against Real Madrid.
He started against Arsenal. He gave it to the club.
Yeah, he's absolutely fantastic, wallahi.
He's not gonna play nothing, bro.
He's brilliant.
He's not gonna play him.
Wallahi, he will.
You just want to play
Wallahi,
nothing.
he will.
Just
The kid got injured, Amr, by the way.
You know, in that whole squad, Ten Hag was playing the people that he wanted. You know that, yeah? The only person that is like, oh, you would say, oh, he's not the usual starter, was that kid. And he's been starting for multiple games in a row. But that's someone that's not gonna play. It's the same with Garnacho. It's the same with Garnacho. At the second one, it was the same thing. He's the only one from all these youth players. Okay, that's right. Him and that other Uruguayan or Argentinian kid that is a midfielder, Palestri. Them two, they were the same thing.
No, but I honestly think, wallahi, Declan Rice is signing, and the amount that they paid for him is that player is gonna be the most worth in comparison to these other big.
Bellingham.
That's the point I was getting big to you, wallahi. Because he brings goals as well. Who? He changes the game.
Bellingham?
Yes, he doesn't only control.
I'm talking about just in the Premier League. The players that have been the big names that've been signed for a big sum in the Premier League. I think Declan Rice is going to be the most worth it. Yani when you compare it to Maguire, Anthony, you know who else did United sign again? Who was it? Sancho. When you compare it, Onana to Everton.
The keeper on
That's teams taking advantage of us. They know Mohamed that United is gonna pay ridiculous price.
But do you get what I'm saying? I'm saying in terms of all these signings, I think that one is gonna pay off the most.
Are we talking about Bellingham or moving on?
Just one last thing before we got one more last topic, but say what you want to say.
But you know Bellingham?
He's quality. Wallahi.
Now, I'll tell you what. I'll rewatch something, wallahi. I worked the TV was on. I was watching. It was France versus England game, and then I was like, you know what? Is Bellingham as good as we think he is? So then what I did was I watched the game. Hear me out here. Borussia Dortmund game versus Mainz. Big game. Last game of the year. All they have to get is a point, bro. And to win the league. First time in 10 years.
Oh, yeah. They didn't win the league, man.
I tell you what are you getting to, bro?
He sucked, wallahi.
Bayern Munich won.
He sucked, wallahi, in that game. And the game against France, he sucked too, wallahi.
So we're going to base him off that?
In conclusion,
wallahi, the big games, I'm not saying he sucked.
The conclusion, wallahi, is going down, wallahi.
I don't know you've said worse than this, wallahi. Just say it, bro.
In the big games, wallahi, where's the binoculars?
No.
What last thing, bro?
Big games for you? Huh? All big games? Or just the ones you pick?
Amr, good question.
Yeah.
Back to the Henri factor I always say.
it's how many you get.
How many chances, how many cracks at the apple pie do you get?
Okay, so when they play teams like Manchester City in the Champions League, is that not a big game?
He was fantastic that game.
No, but is that not a big game? That's a massive game.
That was.
So then
and he was phenomenal that game. Yeah. He was good. He was good that game. All right, I take my take back.
No. I'll tell you where there's a difference between that game and the games that Hassan
It's
mentioned.
on him.
Everything is on the line. It's do or die.
Wallahi. Yeah.
So Champions League is literally knockout.
Amr, shut up.
Don't do that shit.
Don't do that.
First of all,
Amr, don't do that, wallahi.
I'm not saying something to wait. Don't do that, wallahi.
it's 2 legs in the
It's
Champions
2
League.
legs. Don't say something to make your narrative.
And if it's in the group stages, it's like 8 games.
Exactly, wallahi.
However many points.
This guy is just here looking at me. Exactly. I'm not speaking. Exactly.
It makes a difference, wallahi. Win this game, you win. Win this game, you go home.
You know that game is getting shut up.
No, Amir, wallahi, I'm not saying Jude Bellingham is bad, but my definition of big games is when it's high pressure, everything on the line, you don't get a second chance after this.
Yes.
That's to me a big game.
So a second leg is not a big game?
A second leg is a big-ish game, but
Big
you had
ish, you
had
know,
120 minutes to over. You had the job.
But that game, is it on the line or not? That game. You're not going to play Champions League until the next Champions League.
He's gonna be a very good player, wallahi.
I need to make an apology.
Wallahi, what a signing.
You said it's
And I'm not gonna make the apology, inshallah.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Is he worth the number 5? Is he worth the number 5? I reckon he is.
What happened to the pyramid scheme?
No. Pyramid scheme is a Bundesliga. Like, this guy is different. Wallah.
It's a pyramid scheme, wallahi.
This guy is... Because even in the pyramid scheme, somebody makes it at the end of the day. Wallah. Somebody will make it. It'll probably be him. Nah, he's a fantastic player, wallah.
He's a fantastic player and all this, but wallah, watching him play, he looks like he's going to do his ACL every time. Wallah.
Oh, Jude Bellingham? Because he's, you know,
Wallahi,
he's not even...
wallahi, is that what you see?
Wallah lazim.
That's all he sees, Azam.
He doesn't. It looks like he's going to like hyperextend his knee the whole time, bro.
He gets the job done.
I can't even imagine what this team will do.
Shout out to all
Mbappe.
the professional women's athletes
Mbappe.
in every platform.
I'm
Wallah.
saying that midfield is very scary. Chouameni, اسمه Camavinga, Modric, and Bellingham.
Cruz and Valverde لسه.
Quickly, Mohammed, I want to give you like 2 minutes. You've been trying to shout them out the whole show. Wallah. You want to say something about the Women's World Cup? It's in Melbourne, by the way.
You
It's in
gotta bear
Australia.
out, wallah.
No, say something. What do you want to say?
Yeah, wallah, Azim. Look, I've watched a couple of games of the FIFA
how was
Women's
that?
World Cup, and it's actually been extremely entertaining, bro. Wallah, Azim, there's been some very nice football.
That's where the entertainment is, wallahi. Wallahi, let's be honest.
Wallah, Azim, you keep that on. Ya Mu'affin.
That is
Don't buy that out.
definitely Patreon.
I'll bet you that.
Leave that, bro.
Because you gotta pay for that stuff, bro. You gotta pay for that, bro.
Wallahi. The Vietnam game of Vietnam, wallahi. Get out of here, wallahi. Go to Vietnam.
You gotta make the whole point, wallah.
You should have started online.
Shout out to women's football.
That was never gonna go well. Wallah.
I've done Vietnamese people go to Vietnam and keep. I saw people.
That one, Allah, it's not even Patreon. That one.
Patreon بالجد.
Allah العظيم.
Why does my symbol keep moving?
I don't have much interest in the Women's World Cup, but I still want the Matildas to win it. Wallah. Is she the greatest athlete in Australia? History.
Because wallahi, straight up, man.
First 2 games, Allah, it's a letdown.
They're big let down, but wallahi, you know what? I kind of back up to what I want to do because I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what kind of training injuries. I don't understand.
It was a training. I think it was something in training.
There has to be more to this situation, bro. It doesn't make sense, and the fact that she stayed quiet the whole time, she hasn't addressed any questions herself.
And they announced it 2 hours before the game.
But honestly, wallah, in all seriousness, it's actually been very disappointing, wallah, because this is a World Cup that's on home soil, and this is a player who's potentially going to be like what all-time great, bro. You know, so the fact that she's missing in a platform like this.
Even Abdullah respects her.
Shout out to all professional women.
It takes a lot to tell you.
Wallahi. If Abdullah respects a woman like that. Is that too much, Abdullah? I'll message you later if we're allowed to leave that.
That's so bad, wallahi.
That's all right.
That's actually bad.
Hey, boy, wallah,
But
relax.
anyways, they've
Hey,
got
listen,
like 6 players injured, bro.
Huh?
They've got like 6 players injured.
That's
bro.
too much, Allah. Hassan, that's too much. Abdullah respects a woman like that.
No, but wallah, all seriousness, it's actually very disappointing. هذا شيء يا أخي أنا أحسكم بذاته يا عم.
Sit down.
Can we go, boys?
We're making a show, Muhammad. Sit down.
Wallah, we've been missing for a month. Wallah, Azim, we've been holding it in.
Too many things.
Can we talk about that trash team, wallah, Barcelona?
No, wallah, we're done.
I was gonna tell
I
you.
thought about this episode, Wallah.
خلاص
Do you know how they got Gundogan, boys?
We need to finish.
I've got inside information, wallah. Apparently that deal was sponsored by Prime Juice.
Was it?
And they're the new sponsors of Barcelona?
Prime juice.
Gundogan. Prime Juice, yeah. That's the one that you
It's called
brought
Prime
the other day.
Hydration, not Prime
Prime
Juice.
Hydration, anyway. They're sponsoring the Gundogan deal. Is that correct, Allah?
Is Prime that big, bro?
But anyways, that was we're back. We're gonna be posting on a weekly basis. Like always, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. We're still recording. Do you know ball? So jump on Patreon, man. Jump on Patreon. You don't want to miss out on this. And jump on Patreon to miss.
You want to crack another joke? Yeah?
What do you want to say? I just want to say, is this all on Patreon this whole episode?
All the stuff that we bleeped out.
This episode, podcast history. It was not edited, Wallah.
Yeah, keep information that one.
Wallah,
If you don't edit it,
if you don't edit it, Wallah, it's actually an all-time episode.
Shout out to the all the women athletes, cuz, and the FIFA Women's World Cup. Wallah.
Again,
What about our sponsors? Do you give a
Wallah, you gotta shout it out, cuz.
worry,
This is
bro.
a big deal, Wallah.
Mohammed, have you ever talked about women's football here?
Yeah.
No, we haven't. So why are we mentioning it
we'll
now?
talk about Sam Kerr.
No, wallah, I completely forgot.
Stop, wallah. We're not doing this, bro.
No, but I completely
We've
forgot.
got enough.
I just
we've got
want
enough.
one thing. Bas.
What is it?
I've completely forgot World Cup is in Australia, wallah.
You mean it's respectful?
Believe this name. Wallahi, I've never seen something like this before. In Germany, when we had the World Cup, wallahi, you see so many different people, so many different nationalities. Here, I live in Bandura, but wallahi, I don't say anything.
Because tell them we tried to buy the tickets, like we couldn't find any tickets.
Yeah, because it's sold out, Wallah. Because people are
Don't sold
interested.
out, bro.
It's a big crowd, Wallah. It's sold out. Wallah, it is, Wallah. And Wallah, you guys are gonna show some respect.
Because I
Wallah.
couldn't find any tickets, wallah. I couldn't find any tickets.
Wallah, it's too much. Wallah, Azim. It's a big deal.
I'm gonna believe.
Like, Wallah, Azim, يقولوا كلام فارغ. There's no money coming from outside. That's why.
Yeah, we're definitely wrapping up. We'll see you next time. Take care.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. I got the juice. Niggas look confused. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce.